Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday, I received an inquiry about two questions that you all had on Study Island as it relates to surface area. So, what I did was I pulled those questions and I kind of want to go over what we've done. If you go to GEO4, on the back side, we kind of talked about nets that had 6 sides. And this particular net, we see that it has 6 sides. So I don't know the exact wording for the question, but it says that side A is 70 centimeters, B is 21, and C is 25. So the first thing we need to do is determine the dimensions of all of these shapes, okay? So when we talked about vertices and sides or whatever, we know that if A is 70, then that means all of these are 70. Okay, and if B is equal to 21, then that means this is 21, and I'm going to use 2 ties here. This is 21, this is 21, and this is 21. And then it says that C is equal to 25. So I'll put my 3 times here. That means this is 25 and this is 25. These two are congruent or the same size. So that means that this is 25. So the only measure that we're kind of skeptical about is this length of this rectangle here. So I'm going to take my other pen and I'm going to identify the ones that have the same dimensions. So we have these two. So we have 2 of these, and their dimensions are C by A, which is C is 25. C by B and 21. And we have 2 of those. So what that means is we find the area, which is base times height, and we're going to multiply that by 2. That's all, okay? And then, I'll get another pen. For right now, we know we have 3, and I'm marking those in orange. Sorry about the camera. 3 of those, and they're by 70, and they share a side length with B, which is also 21. Okay, so remember we talked about when I fold this, this is going to meet with this. This side here will meet here. This side here will meet here. So this is how we know that this is 21. Okay, so the question is the length of this piece here, which looks a little smaller than the rest of them, but it says not to scale, is it the same measure? And I'm going to go ahead and tell you that it is, because once I fold that over, these two are going to meet, and then this is going to overlap. So we know that usually with the rectangular prism net, we have those 4 in the middle. But since they put one on the end, what is going to happen is that one is going to have to meet this one. So that means this would be 70. So we're going to give that 1 time. Okay. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4 that are 70 by 21. Okay, same formula. A equals base times height. And whatever we get for that measure, we're going to multiply it by 4. So go into my calculator, because yes, you can use the calculator. 25. What's my times? 21 equals 525. So this is 525 centimeters squared for 1, but I have 2. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply that by 2. And that's going to give me a total area of 1,050. So the 2 green are 1,050. Okay, so my 2 green. Okay, then I have 4 oranges, and they have a length of 70 by 21. So again, 70 times 21 equals 1,470 for one. But I have 4 of those, so I'm going to multiply that by 4. So that's going to give me 5,880. Now, total means to add, so I'm going to add 5,880, and I'm going to add the total area of the 2 green, which are 1,050. And my total area for this shape is 6,930 centimeters. And since it's surface area, we could put square or cubed, okay? So again, find the area using the dimensions, identify the congruent pieces, use your formula base times height, and then make sure that you multiply how many of that shape by the area of 1, okay? And if that answer choice is not there, let me know, because I saw the question, I wrote it down, but I didn't look at the answer choices. And I realized that there's one I'm going to do for example 2 that I've worked that problem. I've sent that to another math teacher and they got the same thing. So that may be an error with Study Island. However, there's a way we can go back and make that correction for that particular question. You guys are getting random questions, but if you get a question like this, this is what you do. Have a good day.